The games, 6 games in this 12-win winning streak is by 1 goal. And that tells you that, again, they're not exerting themselves too much, doing enough, getting there, playing like complete champions.
But then that's not a criticism, though, is it?
It's not at all. That's just managing the games. They're looking at the big picture. We haven't got to do too much. We haven't got to play everyone away. We haven't got to play at 100 miles an hour every game. We've got Champions League coming. We've got Cup to win. We've got a league to win. We've got to just manage the both tournaments in the right way, and that's what they're doing.
I think we can get some instant reaction. I'll come to you in just a second. Let's go straight down pitch side, though. Kevin De Bruyne is with Des Kelly. Des.
Thanks very much, Jake. Now, Kevin, you've scored some important goals in your time, but that must be right up there.
Yeah, obviously, you know, it's a big game, and I think, yeah, they came here. They had a very good plan. They were very tight defensively, but I think we played a pretty good game, and yeah, obviously it's nice to score the goal. It's important because it's the only one, but I think the team played very well today.
Feels like a huge step to the title, no doubt.
But I think we knew if we win today, we make the gap bigger on them, on the title. You know, we don't have to look at that. We've been in this situation before where we had points ahead, but even I think the second year we were the same points behind, and a lot of things can change and the momentum can swing very quickly. But I think the team was focused on the job that they needed to do, and that's the only thing that we really can do.
You pretty much bossed possession out there today. Just that one bit of quality from you. Just got away from Kante and then used the defenders to curl it around. Nice finish. Yeah,
I think I just got away from him on the right time, and I was looking where the spaces are, but they were dropping off. So then I just found that little angle, and yeah, it worked perfectly.
Big hug from the manager as he came off, a great reception from the crowd as well. In the first half, though, not many opportunities. Were you sizing each other up? Was it cancelling each other a little bit?
Well, I think it's always very difficult to play against them. They're very tight defensively. They know what they're doing, and you know you have to be very patient. And I don't think we gave a lot away. So I think we played the game that we needed to play. There's no. We shouldn't play too open because then they're so dangerous, and I think, yeah, we did what we have to do.
They came out in the second half a little bit more aggressive. That did give you the space then, didn't it?
Yeah, the game was more up and down, and I think you see they can be very dangerous, and it's you saw it was a very hard game, I think, with a lot of people from both sides coming back from COVID, with not a lot of training sessions. It was hard, but yeah, obviously it's nice for us.
Yeah, you've got a lot of experience. I know you're saying it's not over, but nobody comes back from a 13-point gap at this stage of the season, do they?
It's very hard because obviously I think they need to be almost perfect, but there's another team who's dangling there. So, well, just keep the momentum, keep doing what we need to do, and try to win each game by each game, and yeah, that's it.
Well done, Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you.
It was a game the Chelsea players described to us as a cup final. It was a cup final that Chelsea lost. Let's get some reaction right now. Thomas Tuchel is with Des.
Thomas, could you give us your take on that disappointing result?
Yeah, the result, yes, but you know, this can happen if you play at City. Result like this can happen. I think we deserved a draw. I think we defended very, very well. Did not allow big chances. One in the first half from a big mistake from us. Okay, but the goal was more or less from. We were not under so much pressure that it was clear that they will score at one point. In the opposite, we had then chances. So performance-wise, this is okay, given the fact that we had to change our back three again. Like defensive-wise, for the commitment, I'm absolutely okay with that performance. I think we deserve to have a draw. A draw would be a fair result. We don't have it. We have won games like this against City, and that feels very different. But that's the way it is.
No shots in the first half by Chelsea. It doesn't happen very often. You know, we could see you being frustrated.
Yes, because we had, I think we had 8 or 9 offensive transition, and we had 0 touches in the box. That was a big problem today, offensive-wise. The performance of the front players, that was simply a lack of precision, a lack of timing, and a lack of composure that you cannot think that you get a lot of half chances, deliveries, and on a level like this, we lost too many balls too easy, and that's why we have a number like this. Of course, that was a big problem in our game today.
And you've got Romelu Lukaku up front. Was he getting the service? It didn't seem that way.
Sometimes he needs to do the service. I think he's included in this. He had many ball losses without any pressure, and many ball losses in very promising circumstances. He had a huge chance, so he's included in this. Of course, we want to serve him, but he's part of the team, and the performance up front, like especially in first half, was we can do much better, and we need to do much better because we had a lot of transition chances in first half already.
Yeah, he was more aggressive in the second half, but of course that opens the game up a little bit as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it opens the game up a little bit, of course, and you need to sometimes, in the context of our situation, you need to wait for the moments, you need to wait for the minutes when you feel it, when you're confident, when you have the legs for it, and when you win, then when you step up. But all the time when we won the challenges, stepped into the challenges, won them, we were strong and dangerous in counterattacks. We were more aggressive, more compact up high the pitch. That's why I think like we had good moments. We had moments where we suffered, but not like I felt us stronger than in the first leg over the 90 minutes. But first half we could do much more and create more chances with better timing and better passing, better ball control.
Is the title done? Is it gone now?
It's not my question to answer. We will never give up, but I mean, if City keeps on winning every game, nobody can catch them.
Thank you, Tom.
He's right. Those are the maths. Do you agree that Chelsea deserved a draw?
I can see why there's parts of the game Thomas would have been very happy with, particularly the second half. I thought he's right, they did step up, they was more compact, they got the press on, and they had chances. Romelu had a chance. It's very difficult to stop this Manchester City team, especially when you've had to change the back three on occasions. Thiago Silva coming back in after a layoff, N'Golo Kante won at his level. So I think there's things to be positive about, but I think also he's right in what he said that, you know, they're never going to give up for the title, Chelsea, but it's going to be very, very difficult for this Manchester City team, especially we're in this mood where there's so much rhythm to their game. Chelsea at times were brilliant on the press, but then Manchester City still managed to open them up at times.
I think it's important the point he made about the transitions, and that's where his frustration came from. When they did win it, they didn't play to their strengths, and which was playing forward. You saw against Arsenal in the game last week where they caused City problems, and a big part of that was playing the ball forward and then running forward and not delaying, not taking time and allowing City to get back. And today they played far too many short passes and didn't get the ball out into Lukaku. And he's right about Lukaku. You have to feed him. But today he got one good chance, the chance that he'd wait for, and he'd be thinking about last night. Give me one of them.
Do you know what I think, Ria? I think the difference between the Arsenal's performance and the Chelsea's performances of Martinelli and Saka in the Arsenal game, on them transitions, being able to get the ball, drive 1-2 and do something. Today, Pulisic and Ziyech weren't at their very best, and I think that's, when you talk about the structure of the team, I think that's where Chelsea was a bit lacking today. When they got the ball in midfield, Kovacic made some excellent challenges, won the ball, then it went to Pulisic and Ziyech, and they didn't find the right pass, and you have days like that sometimes as a number 10. I've had plenty myself, so it was a difficult one. So you don't get it right.
Though. You've got to be clinical. Both them team games you watched, and you saw both them games, and you say, oh, Arsenal played well, Chelsea done it all right at times, but you're not clinical. You're not clinical in the big moments, in the big games. You won't get the results.
Yeah, and I think City have created that now. I don't think Chelsea were poor today. I just think City, like you're saying, have other gears. I think if they needed to, and it got to 1-1, City just raise it again. And I don't think we should take this performance for granted. I know we've seen City win 4, 5, 6 and even 7 recently in early December, but I don't think we should take these performances and these results for granted. The fact that they're just churning out results again and again, I think they need applauding for that.
And I've been in this position as well, where you're going to win a league, you're just chalking games off. You don't mind playing below your average or at your average, not at your best, because you're not needing to. You're just chalking the games off. It's about getting your hands on that trophy we've got in the studio here. And if you're just chalking games off by playing okay and doing enough, so be it.
Should we take a look at the goal? Because it was a moment of brilliance from Kevin De Bruyne, and his stats are amazing. 180 goal involvements since he joined Manchester City.
We're having a conversation in the break. I think he stands on the shoulder of any of the midfielders. I think he's a fantastic talent, and from this goal here, you know, he gets the ball there, and that's Kante chasing you as well. That's the, you know, and he managed to use his body well, rides the tackle, and this, like he said, in his interview there, he's looking for the space, wasn't finding it. He used Thiago Silva, just bent the ball round him, lovely pace. It's an outstanding finish, and from a player that's just, he's glorious to watch.
What about the keeper? I mean, he takes a step to his right there, and I think the goalkeeper's union will probably try and protect him at some point, but if we can see that angle again as he's approaching, he takes a step to his right.
Yeah, he leaves it open. And I think as much as we applauded him in the first half for that save, which was vital, I think he deserves a slight bit of criticism for that, because I think he should be using Thiago Silva the same way Kevin De Bruyne is. I don't think he can get it wrong that side of the goal. I think if he gets it wrong the other side and he reverses it, you're like, OK, I understand what you were doing, but the fact that he's trying to gamble...
And if we just roll that back a little bit on this same shot, just before he takes a step to the right, is there an argument here that he's either trying to get a better view of the ball, or he's even concerned that that ball is going to come through the legs of the defender?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I don't think you can gamble on it going through the legs. And if you're trying to get a better view, I understand that, but try to get a better view on the way that Kevin De Bruyne is going.
In the air when he takes the
But you know what it is as well? This comes back to communication. If with your goalkeeper and your defenders, you have a conversation before the game. If there's someone coming in particular areas, we know that you're going to stand that side and I'll cover the other side of the goal. And I think if you don't have them conversations, that's where the confusion lies. And then you end up trying to take steps to cheat a little bit, and then you get caught out. And I think that's the question. Are they having those conversations to know which area of the goal that you're going to cover in those situations?
Well, I'm sorry, I have to jump in because Pep Guardiola's waiting live to talk to Des. So, Patrick, I do feel like you're getting unlucky today. Let's hear from Pep with Des. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, he's waiting. Pep, that's a massive result in the context of this season. One that you feel well deserved?
Absolutely.
In terms of possession, in terms of
performance? No. The way we played, everything we have done. So we cannot forget against which team we played. So the European champion, and you are there in the touchline and you realize how incredible they are. So and you try to find the spaces, but they are not. So they defend duels and yeah, it's you know, football. They waiting for the transition to punish us, and we won for one transition. So, but with how good they defend, we create enough chances to win, especially the intention to go to try to win the game from the minute one. The only problem we had is because after 1-0 they make a step up, and in that moment we make transitions and we lose. And when you open the game with Mason Mount at the end, with Hudson-Odoi, with Timo Werner, with Lukaku, now is in dangerous position. But again, the team was incredible, were brilliant.
And you mentioned the goal, the transition, looking for that moment of pure class, and Kevin De Bruyne, he always delivers it, doesn't he?
Yeah, yesterday we spoke together and said, so since we were together, because for day one we are together, you know, all we won, what we have done it together. So, and I want to push him to do it more and more and more, because there's a world-class player, and have the humility and humble to do everything for the team. And it's not easy to find that. It was player of the year in this country, what means he won with the team 3 Premier Leagues and a lot of prizes. And I still have but I want more of him, because I know he can do it. And today, the action that he has done is a long time I could not see it, and I'm so satisfied for him.
And he battles through injuries, he does the hard work, he sees the crazy pass, and he's a priceless player in the context of modern football now.
Yeah, absolutely, he has everything. He just missed a little bit of confidence this season, he's struggling a little bit, but he knows what he can do. He's incredible beloved for all of us, for that fact, you know. Another guy, after being what he is and a lot of prizes, could behave another step, and it's completely different. So I think his mum and dad has to be so proud.
Yeah, and you kept the intensity throughout the team, through the match. And in fact, Chelsea didn't have a shot or a corner in the first half, which shows how solid you were.
Yeah, but be able in 180 minutes in this year concede one shot on target against this team. So this is defend well. And sometimes you can defend well back or more up, it doesn't matter, but you know, the way Raheem and Jack and everyone they give everything. So we spoke against that team. I saw the game against Liverpool, the games against Tottenham. It's an outstanding team. And be able to control them through the ball and create the spaces is so difficult. They defend inside, they allow you. So ᴅᴏဣฏᴛ, win all the duels, win the duels, are the same. So it's a fantastic team. So that's why I give a lot of credit. So 1 of January, I think we were 1 point down behind Chelsea, 1st of January. So we are in the, today, I don't know, 14 or 15 February, we are in that distance. So 12 victories in a row is incredible. So, yeah, but keep going.
Yeah, last one. Then Newcastle blew a 12-point lead in '96. Man United blew an 11-point lead in '98. Nobody's blowing a 13-point lead now.
Listen, that will be a problem now, is for granted. We have to say if Liverpool win the game in hand, so it's 8 points. So it's not that the position like Chelsea, but now my job is take out in the brain, in the heads of my players, what try to don't believe what the people is going to say. So I put an example many times recently. So we were winning in the 45 minutes 4-0 against Leicester, and in 20 minutes 4-3. So of course we are more than pleased the position that we are, but a lot of job to do. And my job is tell them, and I'm pretty sure I will do it.
Thanks, Pep.
Here I come.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me?